Okay, can you hear me, guys? Yeah, that was weird. All right, let's take a look around here. So J, K, and G, and yeah, this was really good, really clean. Like the daily chart is going up, right? The 60-minute chart is going up, sort of a reverse ABCD pattern. Nice fake breakdown. We'll love those. And this fake breakdown happened at the open. That's the best. And now we are squeezing up. What's the mistake around here? Taking it on the way up on the third candle. Remember that after 3 candles, there'll either be a consolidation, either a pullback. You need to see and wait, or you need to wait to see what's going to happen. And now that I see that, okay, there is a consolidation for 15 minutes, I can definitely give it a try and take it to the long side, which you did. There was no reason to exit at break even. Definitely no reason to exit break even. It's still holding the resistance, still chopping around. Stop loss, at least a new 5-minute low or around the 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart, and then just be patient. Yeah, it was a little bit weaky on the 5-minute chart with the consolidation, but still, it still didn't start, right? When will the move start? If this candle closed like this, like bullish, then the next goes and it pushes down and closes like this, I would definitely be just bail on it. But this around here closed as a really bullish candle. I would definitely be so hopeful that this thing is going to run, especially after this candle. After this candle, yeah, I still be a little bit hesitated because this candle could get pushed back down, close like this, and then finally drop. But this candle around here closed really bullish. I would have held it because we know that it could go down, not making a low, and then squeeze back up. Overall, the trade was good. The trade was really good. All right, Zach, let's see. So that Zach traded Apple. What's the mistake around here? We said that we are taking it to the long side on the third candle. This is the first thing. The next thing, this is a beginning of a pattern. What pattern is that? Candlestick pattern. I'm not asking this on every trade review session, but there are members around here who are new and they will definitely benefit from this. That's candlestick pattern. Those, it's not exactly shooting star. This all is forming one pattern. Hanging man. Hanging man will be a hammer at the high of the day. Yes, evening star. This is an evening star. Candlestick pattern around here. It is a bullish candle with the doji at the high of the day. It's okay, Karen. I also was used to to get them messed up, the evening star and the morning star. Anyway, you get the idea. It's a bullish candle with a doji at the high of the day with a new low. Now, if this candlestick pattern happens on a week day, on a downtrend on the daily or on a downtrend on the 60, I would be looking at it for a short. This is like the fallen angel, right? So you will have, it's basically all an evening star, but some here call it a fallen angel, especially on Andrew's book, the first one. It really doesn't matter how it's named. It's just the idea behind it. Stock is so strong on the daily, strong on the 60. At the open, it dumps, giving you this candle. Then it's consolidating on the 1-minute chart down here, and then it's coming back up. Now this is also the morning star, and if you see that this reverse around here happens on an uptrend, you could take it to the long side. This happens on a downtrend, you could take it to the short side. And when you see that this is happening on the third candle on a week daily chart, remember what you need to do. You need to just think of what might happen next. Just visualize the plays which could happen after you, like on the next 5-minute candle, the next 10-minute candle, the next 15-minute candle. Having an evening star at the high of the day on a week downtrend, I will definitely not take this thing for 3-bar play to the upside. I know this is also 3-bar play. White bar, small, followed by white bar. But you take those candlestick patterns or the patterns overall, not because they look like a pattern, you put the whole idea behind them. Now, if Apple was an uptrend and we're having a 3-bar play on the 5-minute chart, I would take it to the long side, okay? But since Apple is on a downtrend, I would be assuming that, okay, maybe this is not forming a 3-bar play, maybe this is actually forming an evening star. You see, you don't trade a setup only because it looks like a setup, or a candlestick only because it's some sort of candlestick which is telling you that this is a bullish or a bearish. You need to have the overall idea, combine it with the setup, and then take the trade. No, actually, I don't trade. I don't care about the SPY at the open. A lot of stuff are totally independent at the open from the SPY. Yeah, Del, remember what we said. Fake breakouts usually happen against the overall direction. So if you want to trade it for a breakout, yes, this is a breakout, but a lot of times there will be fake breakouts against the overall direction. If you want to just survive those fake breakouts, better trade it with the overall direction. Be patient for it to go to the direction you want to take it to. Sam traded AAL as well. Really nice, Sam. So first of all, Sam took it to the short side. Now we discussed why we don't want to take this thing to the short side. Overall, it wasn't bad, but the direction overall is going to the upside, and you get caught in that fake breakdown. But I like how you changed your bias. You took it to the long side, but now your stop loss is tight. You see that it's going up, pulling back, going up. What could we expect? Again, a pullback and up. It could go all the way down without making a new low right there. So it definitely would have held to this trade. But this is good. You re-entered finally one more time. Partial, all exit on a parabolic reversal. How much did you make around here, Sam? Did you make the losses back? 4R. So look at these guys. This is awesome. This is why you want to let your winners run. You lose 2 hours in 2 trades, then you get only 1 good trade, and you are up 4 hours on it. So you're done 2 hours for the day. You could lose even 1 more trade and you'll still be green. You don't need a huge win rate. You don't need to figure out every single move. All you need is to let your runners run and manage your trade really well when you are in it. So Danny traded Apple. This is not bad. I like this actually. This is the second candle, and we said that you can definitely take trades on the second candle. Overall, we saw that Apple was weak on the daily. That's why I wouldn't have taken it. But intraday, it's good. It's dropping down, getting squeezed all the way back up, breaking the high of the range. There is not exact. I wouldn't say this is a reverse head and shoulders, but basically the trend is starting to change, right? We're making lower lows, lower highs with kind of chop. And now we are slightly coming back up for a break. Now that's good. Stop loss somewhere around here for me. Then 3-bar play. Add stop loss and partial all the way up. Let's see what else we have there. Handsome. What did you trade there? ENTX. ENTX low float, right? Now I wouldn't have taken this thing because of what? Because the whole move in the pre-market. And we say that yes, sometimes they will continue, but most of the times they do sell off. You tried to take it to the long side for an ABCD pattern bounce of the 9 EMA. I personally wouldn't have done that because now we're dropping down, right? And it could have made another lower high and dumped lower. What I like about your entry is that it was as close as possible to the support. And yes, a breakout didn't happen, but at least the move which was done gave you the risk to reward you were looking for. A little bit of risky for my style, but it was one trade only, and you were patient about it. You caught the winner trade. Good job. So Karen, what did you trade? FCEL. Hey, I need some help here. You can see that I've been getting chopped out at the areas. It has been a problem for quite some time. Should I just quit trading in those areas? Okay, let's see this one, and we'll decide what you can do there. Let me just turn on that. Cool. So Karen, you traded FCL. First thing we are going to do is open FCL. Was this today, Karen? Okay, it was today. Oh my god, I don't like when that happens. That's so annoying. All right, let's do this. Okay, that worked. So FCL. Okay, I hate this. I definitely hate this price action. Like we're dropping down, reverse ABCD pattern, we're coming back up, then we're breaking down. Now we are going into the range. The daily is choppy, intraday could be choppy. But overall, it would be more of a long than a short. But still, I personally will not be taking it, especially at the open. Okay, need to determine the direction. Now look at this, the 60-minute chart, week from the upside, another week from the upside. Let's see when that happened. Yeah, that was 8 and 9, exactly those weeks around here. So it's week from the upside and it's getting pushed back down. I definitely am not interested any longer in this thing. Now it's dropping down, coming up. Now look at this, what do you have? It's still downtrending. Drop, pull back, drop. Will we take this ABCD pattern to the long side? No. Will we take this reverse ABCD pattern to the downside? No. Why is that? Because we will not be taking it to the downside because it could make an ABCD pattern to the upside. We will not be taking it to the upside because it's more of a weak than a strong. We will be taking it to the short side if we are having an M shape, which we had. So you can take it to the short side around here, but the 60-minute chart is strong. The 60 overall is going to the upside. So definitely not taking this reverse ABCD pattern to the downside. Now it's going up, pulling back, coming back up. The trend changes with the overall direction on the 60-minute chart with the gap up on the daily chart. You could give it a try to the long side around here. So the best trades on this around here, either short here, which I wouldn't have taken, either long around here, which I still wouldn't have taken because how the daily chart looks like, but at least definitely to the long side and not to the short side. Now let's see what you did. So first you're taking it to the downside for bearish engulfing crack, which is not bad. But again, the 60 was strong, Karen, and I personally would avoid it because you don't know how low it could go before a bounce. Now you're trading a 1-minute setup. You're trading a 1-minute setup when the stock already did a huge move. That's why you get so bad. Then you're trading again reverse ABCD pattern on a stock which is sitting around the 200 SMA on the 5-minute chart on the third 5-minute candle. And we always say, don't take reverse ABCD patterns on the 1-minute chart when they're happening on the third candle on the 5-minute chart, because after that you could get a parabolic reversal. Better wait for the reversal or avoid trading it. Now you are taking a reverse ABCD pattern on a parabolic pullback. What is a parabolic pullback? A parabolic pullback is a pullback which happens after a parabolic reversal, and that's the parabolic reversal. So what do we wait for? We wait for an M shape to take it to the short side. You avoid it here, you avoid it here, you take it here to the downside. Now, this thing, it makes a double bottom. That reverse ABCD pattern failed. And you're still forcing it to the short side. And remember to say the 60 is strong. It's just wicking up on the 60, slightly making those higher lows. Personally, all those shorts I wouldn't have taken. And the only trade I would have taken is to the long side once we are breaking this level around here. Then you're making an ABCD pattern to the long side. Another thing I noticed you are doing, Karen, is really tight stop losses. Don't pay too much attention here. Pay more attention here. If you take it to the short here and you have your stop loss there, you will get the 1-to-1 easily, right? If you take it to the long here and you have your stop loss here, you will get the 2-to-1 to 3-to-1. If you take it to the long here and you have your stop loss down here, you will get the 1-to-1 and even more than 1-to-1 easily, right? Put your stop loss at technical levels. It should not be only a candle. It should coincide with the moving average, with the daily level, and something like that. Does this make sense? Don't pay too much attention to areas like those areas. I know they could be a little bit annoying, choppy, but what you need to do is pay more attention to the 5-minute chart and the overall direction. One thing which I really noticed is that going with the overall direction saves you a lot. Let me show you some of the trades, guys, I've been taking, and I'm still practicing on the market replay feature. Let me show you that. Like every single day, I do some market replay features and I try to go with the overall direction. Let me just show you some screenshots and show you how that works. So let me open that. By the way, you will see some stupid trades, some silly trades. Excuse me for that, but this is like 8 times speed. It's really difficult to pay attention to all the details, but it's fine. I'll just show you the trades, and this is the way you need to do it in the market replay feature. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. All right, cool. So look at this. What do I see around there? This should be here. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Anyway, so what do I have around here? Like strong on the daily chart. 60-minute chart is strong. I'm trying to take it to the long side at the open for 1 minute open range breakout. It gets me stopped out. Now it's dropping down. Sort of a fallen angel. We're bouncing with the pre-market level. I'm taking it to the long side, partialing all the way up, adding on a 3-bar play, partialing all the way up, adding on an ABCD pattern, not exiting around here, keeping my average low, adding, and then partial all the way up. By the way, guys, this is simulator. This is market replay feature. I just want to show you how you go or trade with the overall trend. Baba, what's the overall trend? The overall trend is to the downside. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a short setup. I took it first to the short side for a 5-minute open range breakdown, which failed. I tried it one more time once we changed, made sort of a double top with the second top lower than the first one, and it got me stopped out the second time. Now I'm waiting. I'm taking it to the short side and then adding to my position. And look at this. When you go with the trend, you catch really good moves. Adding one more time and then getting stopped out. Let's take a look at something else. This was horrible, unfortunately, but let's take a look at this thing. Oxy. Daily chart is strong. 60-minute chart is strong. I didn't screenshot the daily chart, unfortunately. So what am I doing? I try to take it to the long side around here for a parabolic reversal because we have already 3 or 4 consecutive candles. Get me stopped out. Re-entering one more time, adding to my position, partially exiting the rest at break even. Now I see that we're having sort of a double bottom on the 5-minute chart. Taking it to the long side, adding, partialing, bad ad, horrible ad, get stopped out, but re-entered one more time, and that's it. You see, just try to force it with the favorable direction. I don't go long, short, long, short, long, short. That's not the way to trade. I try to find the direction on the daily chart, and those are old stocks, like stocks I don't really remember the price action on. I try to open stocks from January, from December, random stocks from my watch list because my watch list is my style. And you can see like those stocks, we're having them in the technology center, the weekly replay, right? So look at this, CCL. What am I doing around here? Daily chart. What do you see on the daily chart? Week. What do you have in the 60-minute chart? Overall week. Will I be trading this thing to the long side? No, definitely not. I'm going to trade to the short side. So I'm taking it to the short side. I'm adding to my position, partialing, adding to my position, partial, adding one more time to my position. Horrible add because this already made a huge move. And I get stopped out the rest at break even. Now look at this. I'm continuing to watch it. Now I'm having a parabolic reversal to my direction, to the downside. Short, partial, exit the rest at break even. Okay, this thing actually is not going up. Maybe I should re-enter on it to the short side. And I'm doing that. Really bad stop loss, honestly. I'm ashamed of myself. But anyway, look at this. What am I doing right now? Double top. We're going down. I'm taking it to the short side. Bad ad, but still keeping my average high. Adding one more time, and I don't really like it so much. Okay, that was stop. That was the short. Going down, partial, exit the rest for a small loser. Then I'm trying it one more time, and I get stopped out. So you can see winner around here. Winner around here, stop around there, winner around here, and stop around here. I just go overall with the overall direction. I ignore this move. I don't care missing this move. I don't care about missing this move. I go with the direction of the trend. Ayman, is the overall direction is on the daily chart more important than 60? Yes, Siri. The daily chart is more important than the 60. Joe, when I'm adding to my positions, my new stop loss is still at a loss, not a break even. Oh yeah, I definitely should have zoomed in more. So let me actually open the trades one more time. If you want on YouTube, you can let me actually send you the links. If you are interested in those trades, you could just simply download them and take a look at the charts later. Let me find them. Okay, this will be one. That will be a second one. Though I think, I mean, you don't really need the screenshots, but those for those who are interested. for later. We could just take a look at them. And this is the way you need to do. I'm practicing like every single time. This is the way you also need to do. You need to practice every single time to be better at reading the price action. Now let's just continue. Sebastian, I think I didn't review your trade. So Sebastian traded DDD. Look at this, same thing. I wouldn't trade this thing because on the daily chart we're downtrending. I'm not really sure. Will we make a reverse MACD pattern? We're going to go up. Now again, where am I more biased, to the short side or to the long side? Definitely I'm more biased to the long side because we gapped up and we're making higher highs on the daily chart. But I still will not trade it, especially when we're close to the moving average. I'm afraid of getting chopped out. The entry is not bad. Stop loss is not bad. Unfortunately, it got you out, but you could have re-entered on this ABCD pattern to the long side. And at the break, at the bearish engulfing sandwich around here. Bearish engulfing sandwich with an entry 28.20, 28.20. That would have been a good re-entry, Sebastian. Remember, when day trading, you will get a few stabs. You can't just simply get in once and make the money at the same time. There will always be losers. It's not only to you. I also took an open range breakout today. I showed you my losing trade, didn't, or I didn't. What was my losing trade? There it is. I also tried to catch it for 1 minute open range breakout with multiple ads and it got me out. All of us are getting stopped out. And there is no one who is getting stopped out when day trading. You just can't get the trade from the first attempt every single time. So Dell, let's see. Can you review Riot? When would be a long entry for Riot today? Let me take a look at Riot. So Riot, the average true range on this thing is somewhere around $8, $7. Today we made a move of $5. It could definitely be a long. I agree with that. The daily looks good. The 60 looks good. I don't like this candle around here on the 60-minute chart because we're getting pushed down. We're getting pushed back down right there. Now let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. What do you see on the 5? We're downtrending. Now, yes, we're coming back up, but I would love to see a higher low and a higher high, and that would be the entry. Higher low and higher high. Another thing which I would love to see, look at this. This candle is closing in 15 minutes. So in 15 minutes, if this candle closes as a hammer, that would be awesome. Small pullback on the 5-minute chart inside here, and then a continuation would be good to the long side. I'm not saying that that would happen, but that's what I want to see. So Dell, you traded Oxy for a parabolic reversal. That's awesome. Not exactly parabolic. It's more of an extreme reversal. I see that we made $3 move for Oxy. That's already too much. Closer to a round number. It started topping out. You got a really good and tight entry on this thing and got into the short side. I personally wouldn't have taken it with my style to the short around here. I like the fake breakout, honestly, which gives me a little bit of confidence. But for me, the entry for an extreme reversal would have been around here, the moment I see that we are actually changing the trend. But still, really good job. Nice patience. Are you still in it, Dell? Okay, where is it at right now? Oxy. Okay, I see that, yeah. Unlucky. Why didn't I watch Oxy today? Oxy was so good, guys. I don't know how I missed this thing, but this is really awesome. Look at this. Clear ABCD pattern on the daily chart. Amazing range on the 60-minute chart. Amazing range on the 5-minute chart. And the 1-minute chart would have chopped me out at the open. I'd have taken it to the long here and put my stop loss around here. This would have got me out. Then it's going up, giving us an ABCD pattern. That would have been my re-entry on this setup with my new stop loss around there. Then it's going up, pulling back. Now we're having a bullish candle. Possible add, and that's it. It just runs. So yeah, that would have been my first entry with a stop, and then a re-entry and a run. Oxy was so clean. I don't know how I missed this thing. Where did you have it from, Dale? Was it on the gappers? I didn't see it on the gappers today. So twin traders traded AWFC. Now look at this. This is exactly what we're saying. Go for an ABCD pattern with the direction of the daily and the direction of the 60, right? So the daily chart is going up. I personally will be waiting for ABCD patterns to the long side rather than ABCD patterns to the short side. Okay. Also, you had a fake breakdown. That was a clear fake breakdown. It's breaking down and then it immediately squeezing back up, closing as a wick. So this shows you some strength right there. I definitely wouldn't have taken this thing to the short side around here or around here for a reverse ABCD pattern. I'd have been waiting for a long setup. Yeah, for example, if this candle closed like this with no wick, and the next candle opens, and let's say there is this parabolic pullback, then you're having the M shape, you could try it to the short side. And by the way, there are not that many exceptions, but one thing though, you need to know that setups, they will be working against the trend. They'll be sometimes failing with the trend, but they work more often when you go with the trend. And we need to have strict rules to increase our win rate. Why trying to find something which is going against the trend and trade an ABCD pattern on it when you have a lot of other stocks which are going with the trend and you can wait for an ABCD pattern on them? When you're trading an ABCD pattern, it's really important to pay attention to the bigger trend. You can't hope to catch a trend because ABCD pattern is a trend continuation pattern. You can't hope to go for a trend continuation to the downside when everything else is showing you that this is going to go to the long side. You're welcome, and good job keeping your risk small. By the way, I'm watching your trades on Twitter, and I'm really impressed by your small risk. Keep it up this way. You're literally losing nothing, right? And like $3 a day, or sometimes break even. Sometimes you're making money. You're just surviving right now really well, and you can increase your risk slowly. So Salim traded Apple. We discussed Apple, right? The overall direction is to the downside. So I personally would have avoided this long around here to the upside, and the short was awesome. This is good. That's our candlestick pattern which we discussed. The evening star with the overall direction, you marked it on the daily chart, it's going down. Really well done, Salim. Nice entry to the short side, partialing down. Don't add on the way down. Don't add on the way down. Wait for pullbacks and then add to your position. Exit the rest at break even. Good job, Salim. Andreas. So Andreas shared his trade on MT. So MT, you try to get into the long side. What's the mistake around here, guys? So Andreas took it to the long side here. Exactly. It's too extended. This is a parabolic reversal. It's going up. It's so extended from the 9 and the 5, and we know that this thing could go all the way into the 9 before a continuation. So you traded an ABCD pattern on the 1-minute chart while the stock was still extended from the 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart. It's better to avoid those to increase your win rate. So yeah, that's it, guys. I see that we still have like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, but I will not be able to go through all the trades for everyone. Just to keep it fair, we'll stop around here. So if you have any questions, let's use this time left answering your questions. The rest of the trades which I didn't review, you can keep them, and I will answer them again on Tuesday, and we'll review them then. So do you have any questions, guys? Well, thank you for sharing your trades, guys. Winners and losers. Again, we learn from both the wins and the losers, and it's really interesting to watch all your different styles. One last question: when you say daily should be trend, how many candles should be in the trend? You need to see a clear direction. There shouldn't be any candles showing you the trend. For example, L today. If I show you that, there is no. It's going sideways. Like you could see that it's going sideways. But I personally, looking at this, I see that it's more strong than it's weak. That's why for me the trend is to the upside, right? On BA, the trend 1, 2, 3, it's overall to the upside, though it's like 3 candles, right? DKNG, the trend is to the upside. FSR, overall is to the upside, though there are many red candles, but overall is to the upside. FUTU, moving average cross, but we're going up there, we're breaking up, right? Around here, it would have been short for me. Around here, it's short, but now that we're closed above the cross and opening again, that would be long for me. INTC, overall, we're going up, right? Above the moving averages, above everything around here. And same thing here, above everything. You see why we didn't take this thing to the long side? Now, what do we want to see? We want to see that this thing around here coming back up. We need this candle to close as a hammer. We can't have it close as a reverse hammer and then try to catch a trend continuation on it. Not exactly previous day, 3 days trend, Karen, but yeah, that really matters. The first thing I'm looking for is its position from the moving averages. The moving averages are showing you the trend, right? They're showing you the average where it's going overall. So as long as it's above this, I'm looking for long. As long as it's around here, I don't like it to anything between the moving averages. As long as it's below the 920, I'm looking for a short. The moment we're coming above the 920, I am looking for a long. If we're already having like 3 candles up, I'm not really trading it on the 4th because it's just the same rules for everything, right? You'll have like 3 candles. Oh my God, this is so ugly. You will have like 3 candles, then a pullback, 3 candles, then there is a pullback. Let's see some kind of trend. 1, 2, 3, then there could be a pullback, right? 1, 2, 3, then there could be a pullback, right? 1, 2, 3, then there could be a pullback. Basically, it's the same rules on the daily. I'm just going from the bigger time frame to the smaller, to the smaller, to the smaller, and then try to find that setup on the 1 and the 5-minute chart. I don't really care much about the SPY, but the SPY really matters on stocks which are following it. For example, if I want to trade Apple, I'll definitely take a look at the SPY, right? If I'm going to trade Microsoft, same thing, I'm going to take a look at the SPY. Except for the 1-minute chart, Siri. For example, the 60 now we're having the 1, 2, 3. That's it. I'm not trading this thing for an ABCD pattern, even if it's giving me an ABCD pattern on the 5-minute chart, bouncing a view up. It already did the move. Look at this 1, 2. Now 1, 2, 3. By the way, thanks to Lenny, he did this research. He told me that ABCD patterns on the 5-minute chart on a 3rd candle on the 60, they don't work a lot. He did statistics for over 40 ABCD patterns. Analyzing them on the 60-minute chart, and this is something I'm definitely going to update on my future ABCD webinar. You want to catch your entries on the 1st, maximum on the 2nd, even on the 60-minute chart. All right, so that's enough of information for today, guys. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.